Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to show you guys how to make little mini pods which hold 45-50 rounds of paintballs, which is used for a pump. What you're going to need is obviously a pod, a knife, and tape. And what is optional is a Sharpie, scissors, and measuring tape. Now the first thing you want to do is get roughly 45-50 rounds of paintballs ready. Get them out and measured and everything, so you're not trying to do that when you're trying to cut. The part that's optional is this, where you're going to want to measure it out and do little dots across the whole pot of where you're going to cut. This way you get a straighter cut, so you're not trying to just guess it. This way it makes it easier once you try to put the two pieces together. So for this one I'm going to go about with 9 inches. Gives the tape something to grab onto. So I'm going to take my Sharpie, get it nice and even on the bottom here, and just start going along the pod with little dashes. They don't need to be perfect or anything. Just need to be roughly 9 inches for this one at least. Now you can go out and go out and buy your own, but they're selling for $3-4 each, which is actually more than a regular pod is itself. You could get one of these for $1. Oh, the big one's for $1. So it just makes it a little easier. It's gonna look a little ghetto, like that one. It'll look a little ghetto, but I mean, saves yourself $3 each. Yeah, that's why it's easy to make one. Kind of do a little filling around the gaps that aren't so noticeable. Now you can tell it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. So what you're going to do is clear your area, move everything, and then get your knife. And what I like to do is get a little groove first, all there in the pod, before I make the final cut that goes all the way through. This way, if there's a spot that's not straight, you didn't just mess up your entire pod. So just kind of go around it, little lines. Yeah, pretty good. And then go ahead and go all the way through. Oops. And there's your base for the mini pod, bottom part. Now what you're going to want to do is take your knife or your scissors, whatever you want to use, and get the burrs off, which is little stuff at the edge, the little shavings. Well, that's what the crack, that's what the pop was. I cracked it. Oh well. Kind of get it nice and smooth. Even get rid of all the little stuff like that. That's gonna get in your gun and mess it up. So kind of shave them off almost. And once you get most of that off, you're gonna take your scissors, get the inside out, kind of look at it. Just look at it straight down, and see where it sticks out. See right here, it has a little bump out. What you're going to do is take your scissors, pretty much just cut it so it's flush. This takes a little bit of time. Looking around the entire pod, make sure there's nothing, or not necessarily nothing, but there's not a lot of bumps and grooves and stuff like that. Alright, good enough. Okay, so now this is why you need your paintballs measured already. Now you're going to want to clean this up. Fill this, the cap, or I should say the base of the pod, roughly around with how many paintballs it's going to be holding the cap mount. And then you take the rest of the 45. Form into your half cut pods where this is the cap part. Just like this. Alright. Now they go up to about here. I'm gonna see 1 second. That's about 3 inches. So I'm gonna take these, put them back in here. Do the same thing I did for the bottom half. Okay, but this time instead of 9 inches, I'm going to measure 3 inches. Take my Sharpie. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be a guideline. Watch out for that little lip. Now if you don't do this, it's not necessarily crucial. It's just going to make it come out a little nicer after you cut it. This way, so it's nice. And it's going to be a little straighter than as if you had never done this. Again, not perfect, just a guideline. Alright, you're going to be done with that. You don't need that anymore. You don't need your Sharpie anymore. But you do need your knife now again. Same thing as last time. Little grooves. Little grooves. So now you have your little, I'm going to go up a little more here to see. That's the point of doing this, because I messed up right here. I went in too much. So now that I only get a groove, I'll just get a visual flaw, which is going to be covered up with tape anyway. So that's fairly good. So now I'm going to go all the way. They made this, they did a really bad job. This is really thin and this part's really thick. So this is going to take a little more time on right here to get through. There we go. So now this, nothing. Trash. Or, that's the trash, you can probably use it for another project you have. Okay, I'm gonna vacuum anyway though. Get rid of the little edges. Take your scissors. Clear off the inside. Cut lumps. Not perfect, but it's actually really bad. Hold on. That's a little better. Okay, so take 2 pieces, put them together. Now you're gonna get little gaps. You're gonna get gaps right there, which doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so now your electrical tape. Doesn't need to be electrical tape, but that's just what I used. That's what I had. Does a fairly well job at holding them. Pull a little piece. You can take it, line it up. Line it up to the best that you can. I'd go around 2-3 times. Just 1. Don't be stingy with the tape. This is going to keep it from falling apart. So that's 2 times. I went around 2 times with electrical tape. You can see the gap. You can see the berm, the little bridge, little berms. See now. Doesn't matter. That's just looks. Now I'm going to take packing tape, if I can find the edge, put it over this electrical tape, give a little bit of a stronger seal, I guess you could say, to it. I fail at finding the edge. Oh wait, yep, there we go. Okay. Take it, put it right here. Now do this 1 or 2 times. There you have it. Doesn't look beautiful. Looks pretty crappy, but I mean, it gets the job done. Looks nice. Doesn't look nice, but works good. This one actually came out pretty good. Gets the right amount of paint in there and everything. So now you're nice and loaded. You ready? Crap. Yeah, this is paint I will never shoot through my gun. It's been on the floor so many times on so many hands. So there you go. There's your little mini pod converted from big pod. See you later.